saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This smile world.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Lawrence going to put it up right away. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. A gain of 3, second down. The Jaguars at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this way.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Josh Allen accumulates 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie. They expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And that's complete to Adams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Garoppolo. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Garoppolo. Caught on the right side by Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
21.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there hustling in quickly to make the play. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a 1st down.
On play action, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 71 yards. Well, you're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there and an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, Etienne. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He hits Adams, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Agnew now to return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses telling the game they want to end every series with a kick, a punt, a PAT, or a field goal? In case of a defense, they wanted it with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And the slot man goes in motion left. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Etienne up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll go again with Etienne. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
No gain on the play. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 69 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Garoppolo looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times? It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Lawrence on first down. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence being chased out left. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they get the conversion on a gain of 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Everett picks up yet another interception. possession, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At this stage,